welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brittany. In today's video, I am dehauling books. I know. Usually I'm buying books. And since I'm not buying books, I guess I'm going to dehaul it. There's some books here. Well, not some. Let's count them real quick. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books that I'm dehauling. So basically, with it's not a lot compared to how some people dehaul books. These books here, most of them, um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, only 4 I technically have duplicates of, and I don't really need it. And not saying that they're special covers, it was just that I bought one book, or technically, well, well, for instance, so this book, let's hop into it. So this book, Throttle by Lauren Asher, I wanted to read her F1 series, and she keeps changing. Well, not when I say she, it's not really Lauren herself, but her publisher or her publishing house keeps changing the cover. So I originally bought this cover, and then right when I was bought this, it got changed again. So it's hello, editing Britty here. Really quick, I there's a couple things. First of all, I realized in the first however minutes, I keep seeing dehauling. I meant to say unhauling, so I'm unhauling books. And then two, I'm talking about Lauren Fisher's, or not Lauren Fisher, Lauren Asher's book Throttle, saying that I got a different cover. No, it's not a different cover. It's the same cover, but the spine is different. So I have the Barnes and Noble copy where the spines are the same compared to the original Throttle book that I got. The spine is different. So just want to clear that up because I realized I was miss that I misspoke of what I was saying. That's it. I think that's it. So hopefully I don't have to come back again. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of the video. It's over there. I don't want to get it, but the cover's changed, so I didn't want to keep it. So I think I'm going to um, put them in the little free libraries that's around my area. So like for instance, so this one's that's one reason why I am unhauling this particular book. The next book I'm dehauling is also the same thing as Shatter Me. My boyfriend ended up getting me the actual full series. I think it's 6 books, 7 books, without the new ones that just came out. So I had bought this just by itself, and then now I have 2 copies. So this one's the one that I originally bought, and I don't know if I read this. This one's too pristine. I actually most of my books that I read, I try to keep them in crisp condition. So um once again, I bought it, ended up getting the whole entire series. So I now have 2 of the first book. So I want to not get rid of, well, I am getting rid of it, but just I don't need it. I can replace it as for a different new book. Next one, a Star Wars High Republic book, The Light of the Jedi. I got this, and it's dented. It's kind of damaged, and when it first came into the mail, and I was like, "What the heck?" So I had asked Target at the time to be like, "Hey, what the frick?" And they're like, "You can keep it or give it to somebody. We'll give you a new book." So now I have 2 of this copy. So I'm getting rid of this one because it's not super damaged, but it's just rude because I got it from online and they kind of messed it up. So that's that. Next book down the line, a coworker gave me her beat up copy. It's like taped up. What is this? It's a Last Man Standing by David Balikalki. I don't know this man, but she gave me, and it's like literally taped up. So, respectfully, I don't want it. um, like, why? Why would you? Anyways, so I'm going to donate this book. So whoever gets this book, it's not me. If you're watching this video, if you see this video in the near future, it's not me. It was given to me that way. All right, moving on. This book here, Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I was going to read it, but now he got some allegations, and I clearly still have the receipt in the book. When did I bought this book? I bought this book. Let's see. I should just take it out. I bought this book. When did I buy this book? Should I have a date? Oh, August 9th of last year. I also should look. No, okay. But yeah, so it's definitely in great condition because I was going to read it for Halloween. Um, I don't think this is like a horror book though. Um, it's a dark fantasy book, but the premise interests me, but now the author does not anymore. So I want to get rid of that. Next book is that I'm unhauling The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. This was supposed to be like a cozy read, Gilmore Girls. It was supposed to be, it was marketed as Gilmore Girls, not versus, but Gilmore Girls meets, what witchy, was it like practical magic? I think that's what this book was kind of promoting us, and come to find out it's not. It's a propaganda book. I don't want to get into it. This is not the video for this conversation. So I'm going to just get rid of it. But yeah, and I don't promote this propaganda that's in this book. I just want to say that. But anyways, moving on. The next book, Legendborn. I already have this copy. This was my first copy. I have the book of the month hardcover copy. So I was like, I kind of want to keep it as I'm now thinking about it because it was like my first like introduction of Legendborn, but um I think I'm going to get rid of it because I do have a hard copy. So nothing against this book. I love Legendborn. I can't wait for the fourth book. I'm thinking about next year rereading my favorite books, including this one. That's a whole nother conversation and a whole nother video for that. But I already have a hard cover copy, and um, I'm looking at it. That's why I keep looking over that way. So I think I'm just going to donate this book. Next book. Actually, it's a twofer. I'm going to quit respectfully. Nothing against her. It's just I don't know. Anyways, V.E. Schwab, I'm getting rid of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and then A Darker Shade of Magic. Um, I decided to I can't get into no, hold on. It's not true. I like V.E. Schwab books. I've only read two so far, but I don't like the slow burn. It's too slow. I get it. I don't mind the world building. That's not the issue. It's just, I guess it kind of is because that's where it takes forever. And I feel like, and when she describes the world building, she used a lot of adjectives, and you know, nouns and stuff. And I'm like, girl, I get it. It's beautiful. It's magical, you know. But let's get into the story. So, and it usually to me, I notice in her books, it doesn't pick up until like in the middle of the book and then right at the end. So I feel like by the time we get into the middle of the book to the meat and bones or the meat and potatoes to it, I'm already tapped out. So respectfully, that's why I already read Ada LaRue. I have not read A Darker Shade. What's this called again? A Darker Shade of Magic. Um, I heard this is really good, but I think I'm not mentally ready to read this book, and I rather put it in a little free library and someone be like, "Oh my gosh, I don't have to buy it. Someone put it in there. You're welcome." So that's that. My next book here is the Trials, The Summoning. This is Vampire Trial Book One from Storm Song. I got this book during the pandemic. Oop, my brownies are done. Hold on. Pause. All right, I'm back. And I switched out my laundry. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah, this book, The Vampire Trials. I got this book during the pandemic when Book Talk was at the peak of Book Talk. And I think this was one of the books that for some reason people were talking about. For whatever reason. That was disgusting. Sorry. Um, I don't even remember. Um, let's see if the author is still the author. Um, let's see. What's her name? Storm Song. Storm.
If you need one more fantasy romance series that is very
Oh,
queer
hold on.
to round.
I guess she's still a thing.
Short and chaotic. So I'm just gonna read The Vampire Trials by Storm Song. It's basically like dystopian vampire Hunger Games plus The Purge, and it's an adult reverse harem.
Oh, that's why I got it. You know what? I'll keep it. We'll read it. So, JK, we're not going to unhaul that book. But next book is Guild. I this was also another favorite. I still have the receipt in here. This was a favorite also in Book Talk, and this is like a Rumpelstiltskin still skin retelling. Um, and I didn't know it was a series, so I ended up reading like book two on accident or book four, wherever. What is that one called? Gleamed. I think that's book two. And nothing was making sense, and I was like, "What the heck?" And come to find out, I needed to read Guild, and I haven't read it since then, and I don't think I kind of want to, but kind of don't. Do I keep this book? You know what? Yeah, justice for me because I read the second book on accident. So we'll keep this book as well. We're gonna toss it there. All right, we're down to two. um, the next book is Kings of Wild by Nicholas Ames. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've already read this book. When I first read it, I DNF'd it because I wasn't ready for it, and then this year I read it. All right, like continued it, and I didn't really like it. I was really disappointed in it because it was supposed to be kind of like D&D, um, getting like the band back together, and I don't know. It just it just fell flat for me. And I guess there's a second book, and I don't think I'll be reading the second book. So I just figured I don't want to keep this book because it's it's not me, it's you kind of deal. But yeah, so we're unhauling that book. All right, last but not least, The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. This was my first introduction. I actually read this, well, actually ended up listening to it. But I'm having mixed feelings with Mr. Grady at the moment. I started listening to the Way World Girls book, and there's a scene in the book or in the audio, well, also in the book, but as far as the audio go, um, it just I don't know how to explain it without like spoiling it because I never did finish it. I just DNF'd it because the scene like pissed me off. First, I thought it was funny, and then it kept going, and then the joke kept going, and the joke kept going, and then you're thinking, okay, it's funny the first two times, and then the joke keeps going, and you're like, okay, we get it, um, but that's a whole nother book. But this book, I've already read it. I liked it. I don't know if I'm not planning on keeping it. I do have another book by Grady Hendrix. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, I do have another book by Grady that I was going to unhaul, but I still kind of want to read it. Is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. So I have this. I've been wanting to read it. Kept putting it off. And I was like, do I unhaul it? And I was like, no, I still kind of want to read it. So I kept this one. But but I think after that book, and maybe if I go back to what is that one book called? Where's my the no, let me do this. Grady Hendrix. The Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. Um, oh, and I kind of also wanted to read how to sell a haunted house. But the Witchcraft for Wayward Girls is it was I'm just gonna say it. It's kind of a spoiler, but it doesn't this particular scene has nothing to do the whole more of the story. It's just this random scene, and it's been literally haunting me since I had to listen to it. So the main character, I forgot her name, and she's in the uh what's it called? I guess the Way World Way. No, I'm saying it wrong. Way Ward. There we go. Kind of for like unteen. I mean, for pregnant teen young girls, essentially, and she gets bunked with her roommate here, and her roommate. So let me just say, I'm all for a good fart joke, right? Farts are funny. And it's a little, kid in me that still laughs at a fart joke. But this particular fart joke went on the audio. I don't know how long it goes in the physical book, but in the audio, it goes on for like almost 10 minutes. Actually, I think it's technically I might chop it off down. I think I'm exaggerating. It did feel like 10 minutes, but I think it might like be 6 minutes. But that's still too long to be this like fart joke thing. Cause I'm like the first time when it's first mentioned, you're like, okay, that's funny. The second time, you're still kind of giggling. The third time, you're like, okay, comes in threes. Then the fourth time that it happens, still in the same scene, same sequence, I may add, it's like, okay. And then this girl goes farting on for like forever, it felt like. And you're like, is this a fetish at this point? I just, it's weird. At some point, the joke needs to stop. And I feel like it never did. So I ended up pausing it and returning it to Libby. So, and already this book has mixed reviews about it anyway. So, whatever. But I just needed to share that with somebody. And I'm glad. And I'm also sorry that you had to hear that. But I just, I feel like no one's talking about it. And maybe, I don't know. Anyways, that it did scar me. But I won't talk about that scene anymore because I absolutely hated that scene. But anyways, that is my books that I'm on hauling. I know I technically kept two, well, technically three. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna give these books to little free libraries around my area. Um, and you're like, Brittany, what's a little free library? Well, I'll tell you, little, and this is not sponsor whatsoever. It's just something that I like to do, and it's not talked about often. And I want a little free library of my own. But a little free library is basically, it's kind of like a big, huge mailbox essentially that you can put books. So you put one book. So just for instance, I'm putting this book into the little free I am putting this little free, I mean, this book into the little free library. And so I put one in and I take one out. So basically, you give one, you take one, right? And then you kind of like do that in all. And it's free. So you don't have to pay, you don't have to do anything. Some little free libraries put in like stickers, snacks, little fun facts, little kind of like um oh my gosh, what's it called, kind of not Easter eggs but kind of like puzzles to kind of like, oh, how do you find the mystery treasure or whatever. So some people are very creative with it. There's a lot of people that decorate it, so it's not just this plain, and it looks like a house essentially because a little free, or it looks like, well, some people do decorate it, so some do built it like a dollhouse, or like the TARDIS from Doctor Who. So people are really creative with it. But basically, that's what it is. So instead of going to an actual library and donate it there, you can donate in your community, whoever has one. And then how to indicate how to find one. Usually, libraries have it. National parks will have it usually. And this is from what I've seen personally. So libraries, some schools will have it as well. Who else will have it that I've seen? I said libraries, the community, national parks, schools, and I want to say, I feel like I'm missing. Oh, and parks. Some parks, like not like local community parks, will have it too sometimes, depending on your area. But to actually know where to find them, there is an app. Like I said, and I don't know if I think I said this already, but I will say it again. This is not sponsored. I just want to pass the word along because I think it's really cute and I love it. But there is an app, or you can go on their website of little free libraries. I'll post it what it looks like up here. But and yeah, and then it shows you what all your who has it in the area. Some people don't put, and I don't know how they can put it. Um, I'm assuming there's a way to indicate, where, and also I would say please be respectful because usually these little free libraries are in front of people's homes, so don't be rude about it. All right. I do want to preface that most of these little free libraries, if not all, are in front of actual homes and also in schools, national parks. So please respect for hours and privacy. Is that, I think that's what I want to say. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that was a lot. This took me out. But other than that, that is my unhaul. Um, I've been wanting to do an unhaul for a bit. There might be another unhaul. I don't know if there's going to be any unhauls coming soon, but I did want to do this. I'm surprised I got. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now it went from, I think it was 14 to 11. Um, right? No, that's not right. What was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess it was 13. I feel like I'm missing a book. I don't remember what it was originally, but now I went down to 11, which is still pretty good. But other than that, I'm going to wrap this baby up. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Are you going to unhaul any of your books if you have any books? Or if so, are you going to donate to a little free library? Are you going to donate it to Goodwill, to local libraries? I know some libraries. I don't know what the critiques for how to donate for libraries. Or you can also donate books at local senior citizen homes as well. So if you don't have a local, or if you don't have a little free library around or a library near, um, senior citizen homes, from what I hear, love donations as well. I don't think they need a specific, you know, book genre. Just donate. That would also help too as well. So yeah, please donate. And like, comment, and subscribe. I already said that, but I'm gonna say it one more time before I hit the road. Support your local libraries and indie bookstores. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.